Hello everyone, I am Jean-Philippe Drolet. I'm a research associate at Institut National de la Recherche Scientifique. It's a university in the province of Quebec. I'm here to present you a project on the estimation of the contamination to radon in the indoor air of the Cree Nations. I'm working with Professor Richard Martel, who is my supervisor in the field of radon since many years. First, what is radon? A lot of people don't even know what is radon. Radon is a naturally occurring cancer-causing element. It's in the ground, in the soil, and it's naturally there. It's not something that was put in place by human. It's just the rock and or the sediment that are there that will produce radon. And when we breathe radon, it damages our lung cells and it increases our chance to develop a lung cancer. A problem with radon is that it is colorless, odorless, and tasteless. So we cannot detect if we have radon or not in our home before installing a specific detector that was built to measure the radon concentration in our home. Radon is a decay product of uranium, so where we have a bedrock rich in uranium or a sediment that is rich in uranium, we have a greater chance to find radon at the surface above these areas. What is super important to understand is that breathing radon won't kill you instantly. It's just that it will damage your cells, your lung cells, will force your body to repair these cells. You breathe radon, you damage, you repair. You damage, you repair. Damage, repair. It's the same thing as smoking a cigarette. You won't die from it instantly. But when you force your body to repair more and more and more, at some point it will add a new component in your body and it's a cancer. So it's the same also for having a sunburn on your skin. You won't die from it instantly. It just increases your chance to develop a cancer. In the case of radon, it's lung cancer. How radon enters our home, our house. It comes from the bedrock, the sediment that are in the soil, and it will migrate and will enter our house, our home, through cracks or joints around the pipes. And it will accumulate in the lowest part of the house, usually in the basement. And then if you have a radon-rich air in your home, you breathe it and it increases your chance to develop a lung cancer. What we did during my PhD is looking at geological criteria, geological surveys that are linked to radon. So the airborne gamma ray surveys, the one at the top left, doesn't cover the Cree Nation, so we put it aside. We will work with the bedrock geology and the geochemical surveys. These two criteria are linked to radon-rich area, and it's possible to identify if an area is prone or not to radon. That's the map that we have in the lowest right part. So the green areas are not rich to radon compared to the red areas who are prone to radon. If we zoom in the red square where the Cree Nation are, we can see all the Cree Nations there on this map, and you can see that some are in green zone, some are close to orange zone, which is a radon-rich area. So the potential to have high radon concentration in all the communities were identified based on this map. What you need to understand, even for Chisasibi and East Main, where you are in a green area, the potential is lower. So you will have less houses that will be contaminated to radon, but it doesn't mean that this area is free of radon. It doesn't exist. An area that have totally zero radon, it doesn't exist. So it's important to measure everywhere. That's the recommendation of Health Canada, measure everywhere, wherever you are. But it's just that if you are in orange or red zone, the risk to have a lot of houses contaminated to radon is higher. So based on the prediction on the radon potential, we recommended some percentage of measurement. So the green community, the Chisasibi and East Main community are in low radon potential. We recommend to measure only 50% of the houses in these community, compared to 75% in the orange community. And for Nemaska and Wiminji, where the radon potential is high, we recommend to measure every single house in these two communities. We have the budget to buy a lot of radon detectors, so almost everyone who is interested in measuring the radon concentration in their house, it will be free of charge. We have these detectors free of charge for you, and it will be installed by a local resource in your home. So after it, you will know if you have a radon issue or not in your home, because all I have presented at the moment is prediction. I predict if the area is prone or not to radon, but it doesn't mean that you have a radon issue in your home, yes or no. You will only know it if you're measuring it. So the best idea is participating to the project. We have detectors, like I told you, free of charge for you. And after it, you will know if you have a radon issue, and solution exists. That's something that I want to focus on. Solution exists. We can measure, we can decontaminate your indoor air of radon by adding a new depressurization system in the house. After this measurement, if you have a radon issue, you install depressurization system, and the radon issue is fixed forever. No more radon enters in your house. So it's not that your house need to be destroyed, or you need to move to another house. No, solution exists. So it's easy. You just need to measure, and you look if you are below the Canadian guideline or not, and after you can decide if you take action on mitigating your house or not. The recommended action are within 2 years. You need to install the mitigation in your building within 2 years if your radon concentration is between 200 and 600. And if you are higher than 600, then it means that you have a more important radon issue. Health Canada recommend to install the mitigation system within 1 year. So first we predict if the area is prone or not to radon, but the next step is just measuring it. The activities that are proposed is estimating the radon potential that was done and shown in the map where we had the green, orange, and red zones. The second activity is inform the citizen what is radon, what we will do. So the first step is today with this video, and then after in November, at the end of November, INRS will go to the Cree Nation and do in-person presentation, and we will answer questions if you want to be there. It would be super important, and we will also note some names that the people are volunteered to participate to the project. After, we will install the detectors in your homes for 3 months during the next winter. So the detector will be installed January, February, and March in 2025. After we let the detectors during 3 months, you do nothing, you let the detectors for 3 months, and we send the detectors to the lab. We receive the concentration, and we know which house has a real issue with radon. I've met the band council in the last few weeks, so all the community are interested in participating to the project. Like I told you, I will be in person. INRS will be in person at the end of November in some specific areas, some specific buildings, and we will do presentation and answer all your questions if you have. So if it would be super important for people that are interested to know more and to participate the project to be there. We will be able to promote the project and to inform you what are the next steps to register and after install the detectors. So thank you very much. I really appreciate to explain what is this project, and I hope I will be able to have a lot of people in person at the end of November when I'll be in the Cree Nation. Thank you very much.